some. So, okay. Now you can observe here laboratory thermometer. I will show. So can you able to see here? Just wait.
Yes, sir.
Can you able to see the screen now? Can you able to see? Yes.
Sir, yes,
Yeah.
sir. It's still
This picture is
sharing.
not. Can you able to see, Mari? So
Yes, sir.
Sir, now, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, you can see. So here it is a zoomed picture also. So this is what we used to call it as actually laboratory thermometer. So the laboratory thermometer will be like this. So you can see that outer one cylinder will be there. Inside we have some structure of like bore it is having. Understanding? Bore like structure. So that is only called as understanding. What we should call a laboratory thermometer. Here you can observe. In this picture you can see. So down we have some kind of understanding, a knob like a bulb we have. Is it yes or no? Which is coated with some different color. Have you noticed it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is only useful to measure the temperature. So here in pictures it is not showing clearly. I'm trying to show you. Yeah, here in this picture you can see it is actually like a purchasing order. So have you noticed here a red color one, something which is a red color one is present out. So that is actually we used to call as bulb. What we should call? What we should call?
Bulb.
Bulb. So that is only with that only we used to understand help the measure the temperature of an object. So how to measure means remember this bulb we used to call as B. What we should call this bulb? What we should call this bulb? Bulb B. We used to call it as bulb B. So when this bulb is touched with the understanding, when this bulb is touched with the object surface, then only the temperature will be passes to the mercury and that mercury will start expand. So now let us see how it is existed in the sense of, I will try to draw because the pictures are not clear, so that I will try to draw so you can understand more even clear. So if you observe here, it will be present like a laboratory thermometer is a glass tube which will understanding which is present like a cylindrical and middle it is having a thin bore in it. So there is a glass bulb B which containing mercury which is joined at the lower end of the glass tube. So I am having a glass tube. All of you should observe clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer will be like this. So I'm having a glass tube like this. So this is my glass tube, and what will happen in the sense of, so I'm having now a special tube called as bulb, understanding, so which contains mercury. What contains, Mari? What contains mercury, and I have been fixed inside this glass.
Mercury.
So that is only called as laboratory thermometer. So in this laboratory thermometer, this B which is passing inside, understanding, is only contains mercury. What it contains? Mercury. Do you understand? Understanding that? So now if you observe
Yes, sir.
the top end of this glass tube is sealed. Understand? So the top end is sealed. There is no opening at here. It is top end is sealed, and this is for like a hook which we can use to keep the understanding thermometer in the labs. So now here if you observe the whole length of this thermometer glass tube, understanding, is like in the sense of graduated in degrees Celsius. What is the scale here it is present? Degree Celsius. Do you understanding that? Degree Celsius. So this full scale of this laboratory thermometer is commonly understanding used laboratory. It is the commonly used laboratory thermometer. So it is starting from minus 10 degrees Celsius. What is the starting point of this laboratory thermometer, Mari? It is starting from. It will start from
minus 10 degrees
Celsius.
Minus
Understanding, it will end from 110 degrees Celsius. 110 degrees Celsius. So what is the minimum temperature which we can measure here?
minus 10 degrees Celsius.
So if we take any kind of a common thermometer, laboratory thermometer, which usually measures the understanding. It will measure the temperature from minus 10 degrees Celsius to how much? 110 degrees Celsius. Do you able to remember, all of you? Yes or no? So what is the range of this one? So the range of a laboratory thermometer is generally from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Do you understand, Ramari? Hari? And each
Yes, sir.
then lines will be present how? Minus 10, minus 9, understanding, minus 8, minus 7, minus 6, like that will be present. But these lines will be shown like our scale. Minus 10, next 0 degrees Celsius, next 10 degrees Celsius, next 20 degrees Celsius, next 30 degrees Celsius. But middle, how many lines will be present, Mari? 10 lines will be present. Is it yes or no? Is it yes or no? Do you
Yes,
understand?
sir.
Yes. So in this picture, you can see
Yes, sir.
what we can observe. Understand? So one point to another point, we have a 10 points. 10 points in the middle. You can observe clearly. 1 minute. That zoomed picture I will show you. Where is this? Now you see, Mari. So you can see, observe the scale here, all of you. 30 to 40. How many lines are there? Count it. 30 to 40. It is like a minus 10 to 110 degrees Celsius will be present. You can see here 90, 100, and after that again 10 lines are there. That is 110. So that middle, how many lines are there, Mari? You check it. 1 point to another point. 50 to 60, you check it. How many lines are there? 1, 2,
10.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lines are there. Is it yes or no? Is it yes or no? So means in the sense
Yes,
of
sir.
minus 10 to 0 means minus 9, minus 8, minus 7, minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, like that will present. So 0 to 10 means what is present? 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree, 5 degree, like that 10 will come. So each division in this laboratory thermometer indicates how many degrees Celsius? Each degree. How much, Ramari? Hari?
100, 10 division.
Celsius. Each one is
10 degrees Celsius.
10 degrees.
Celsius. Is it yes or no, Mari?
What, sir?
Each division is indicating 1 degree Celsius. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
that
sir.
is what you should understand it. So somebody will ask you, what is the range of laboratory thermometer? What you will say? What is the range of laboratory thermometer? What you will say? It is starting from range.
Minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius.
Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. So
Minus
understanding, so that the common laboratory thermometer can measure a lowest temperature of minus 10 degrees Celsius and the highest temperature of 110 degrees Celsius. So if you look at the temperature marking of, understand, let us say 0 degrees Celsius and the 10 degrees Celsius on thermometer tube, we will find there are 10 small divisions. So to better understanding, I will show you the original picture now, so you may understanding more clear, because that Google pictures are not clear. So let us discuss now. Some picture I will show you. So you tell me, in this picture you can make understanding how many divisions are there. So now all of you check into this picture and tell me how many divisions are there from one point to another point. Mari, everybody, you can check in this picture. This is our picture. No need to depend on Google. Now you can mark it and you can write it also. So this is, you can see, starting point is minus 10. What is the starting point, Ra? Minus 10. And the next one,
Minus
0. Next one 10. Next one 20. Next one 25. So it is now normally kept at room temperature. Now what is the room temperature here? It is showing. Mari and Kaushik, everybody measure and tell me. What is the room temperature measures here?
25 degrees Celsius.
Is it yes or no? So the present room temperature, if you
Yes, sir.
thermometer, is 25 degrees Celsius. So from one point to another point, you check it from 0 to 10. How many lines are there? 0 to 10, how many lines are there? 10 lines are there. Is it yes or no? Yes? Like our scale.
Yes, sir.
So each division, if you take a particular division here, so each division is indicating 1 degree Celsius. Each small division on the laboratory thermometer will represent a temperature of 1 degree Celsius. Do you understand, Ra? Hari?
1 degree
1
Celsius.
degree Celsius. So that
Yes,
is
sir.
what we should know it. So it will, each one will represent 1 degree Celsius. So if we take the upper end of this mercury thread, understanding, tells us the temperature of an object in which the understanding thermometer bulb is placed. Always you should remember a silvery thread of mercury in the narrow glass tube of thermometer, wherever it is present at the upper end. So that is indicating the temperature of the body where we have placed the thermometer bulb. Do you understand, Ingra? Now, to measure it properly, to how to test, sir, I don't know how to see this thermometer, how to find the reading of thermometer means. Now I will show you one more picture. So in that, what is the temperature, you kindly tell me. Will you able to say, Ra? Mari? Now,
Yes, sir.
I have a boiling water, understanding, or else hot water I am having. So now, if I will keep this thermometer in water, understand, I need to measure the temperature. Then, how much it is showing? You just basically you check it and you tell me how much
100
it
degree
shows.
Celsius.
Okay, Mari, will you say it?
Yes, sir. 100 degree Celsius.
100 not normally hot water. I don't know it, but I'm keeping it and I am observing this is. So now you tell me, you must measure it and you have to count it, and what is the temperature is present. You should tell me in that picture. Just for measuring. So in this picture you see, I am measuring the temperature of this boiling water or else hot water, so that you can observe here the mercury level is rising, and here till you can see what is the point here you are showing, you are observing. What is the point? This is
80 degree Celsius.
Celsius, means in the sense
80
of
degree
what
Celsius.
is the boiling point, what is the temperature of the water, what is the temperature of the given water, the temperature of the given water
80 degree Celsius.
Celsius. Do you understand? So wherever we want to measure the understanding temperature of any substance in laboratory, suppose you want to measure my temperature or else this board temperature, then that bulb should touch. Understanding the bulb which is containing mercury. Do you understand, Hari and Mari? Without that bulb, if there is no contacting between the surface and the bulb, it will never measure the temperature. Suppose you see, I am having a boiling water here. If I will keep the thermometer, understand, inside, if I insert inside the water, then only we can measure the temperature reading. Is it yes or no, Mari? Yes?
Yes, sir.
If I keep on the surface of water, is it possible to measure the temperature of the water? Can you able to say? Is it possible to measure?
No, sir.
Because here I have kept understanding. This is my laboratory thermometer, but water is present till here. So is it will show the temperature of the water? Is it will show the temperature of water? Is it will show the temperature of water?
No,
It is
sir.
not contacting. If no contact, this bulb, whatever it is having a bulb, that bulb must come contacting with the understanding surface, then only it can measure the temperature of the given surface. I hope you understand well. Yes? So that is only called as laboratory thermometer. Do you understand, Hari and Mari? Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What, Mari? So now,
Yes, sir.
for this, you can do even activity in our home, understanding. So that is what the activity which I said. And those who are having, even this mercury thermometer is available in our understanding, our school lab, or else understanding. Even my home, I am having it, because from my college, for measuring, like in the sense of, for like a memory, I used to work with them. That is why for a memory purpose, I have taken one thermometer from my home, from my labs, and I have kept in my home. In my home, I am having this one. Understand? Even if this one we can use to measure. With the help of this one, we can use to measure the temperature of atmosphere every day. Even nowadays we have a smartphones, but before and all we don't have smartphones. By that time we have to measure what is the temperature in daytime, afternoon time, morning time. How it will be happen with the help of these thermometers only. Is it yes or no? Yes or no? So that
Yes,
is
sir.
what we should remember. So this is what we used to call as Laboratory thermometer. Now, is it everybody can handle? Suppose I will give to Mari, I will give to Kaushik one, I will give to Hari one. Is it everybody can follow? You use to measure this one? No. We should follow. If you want to use this laboratory thermometer, we must follow some precautions. What we should follow? We must follow some precautions because
Precaution.
why?
Precaution.
It is made up of glass tube. That is what first you should remember. So when you want to measure the temperature of a body, any body, you have to place the, suppose imagine this marker is perfect example of thermometer you can show. This black part I can call it as a bulb. What I can call, Mari? Black part I can call it as a bulb. Understand?
Bulb.
And this
Bulb.
one is called as, understanding, a glass tube T and bulb B. We have it two things, glass tube T and bulb B. So now, if you want to measure the temperature of some object, then you must place this. The laboratory thermometer should be held vertically while measuring temperature, and it should not be tilted. Do you understand, Ra? It should not be tilted like this, like this.
Tilted.
If you want to measure the temperature of any substance, the first precaution you should take, the thermometer should be placed vertically. What we should call? Vertically we should.
Vertically.
Or else vertically, another name we used to call as upright. What we should call that? Upright.
Upright.
Called as vertically. So this is the first precaution which we need to take care of laboratory thermometer. Next one, the thermometer bulb.
Sir.
Understand? The thermometer bulb which contains this bulb. Remember, this bulb should be surrounded from all sides by the substance whose temperature to be measured. Do you understand, Ramari? Hari? Suppose
Yes, sir.
I want to measure the I want to measure the temperature of liquid. Only this side of bulb is contacting with the liquid and this side is not. It should not be placed there. All the sides of this bulb completely, understanding, need to contact with the substance which we are going to measure the temperature. Means the bulb should completely, understanding, immerse inside the liquid or fluid which we are going to measure the temperature. Do you understand? Understand?
Yes,
Ra?
sir.
That is the second one we should take. Next, the thermometer bulb.
Yes,
The
sir.
thermometer bulb should not touch the sides or bottom of the container in which the substance is taken. Suppose I have taken, understand, a water or some other substance in this container, so that thermometer should be present like this. Let me imagine this is the thermometer. Understand? So the thermometer should be present inside that liquid. Somebody should keep that. Sir, I will keep it to this wall container, or else I will touch this bottom. You should not do that. Always, it should be not, understand, it should be away from the walls of the container. Only the liquid should be completely covered by the bulb. Do you understand, Rahari? This is the third or fourth precaution. Third precaution or fourth precaution? This is the third precaution which we should take care. I think not the third one. Fourth one, correct? Ra? Yes?
Sir, do you write the precautions?
Yeah, the temperature of this bulb should not, understand, the thermometer bulb should not measure the sides or bottom of the container in which the substance is taken. Always it must be inside the liquid only. It should not come contacting with the surfaces. Now, you may ask, suppose, like Mari, I will say, Mari measure the temperature of that liquid. What Mari will do means, he will insert it. Yes, he has done very thing. He has followed the first three rules. Observe very carefully. He has kept vertically and this bulb completely inside the liquid, and it is not touched to the any kind of walls. But still you see, Mari will do a mistake. Suppose I will ask him to measure the temperature. Mari will insert and again he will lift it and he will see, sir, the temperature is 78 degrees Celsius, sir, or 60 degrees Celsius, sir, like that he will say. Now you may observe very carefully. If you lift it and if you understand, if you immerse and if you lift it, what will happen, Mari? Definitely some change in temperature will take place. Is it yes or no? Will you accept it or not?
Yes, sir. Sir, then we want to, sir, then we want to keep inside the water and only we want to check the temperature.
So we should not remove that understanding from the substance. We have to keep, while you are reading the thermometer, while you are reading the temperature of the thermometer, understanding while its bulb is still in touch with the substance whose temperature is being measured. Understand? So when it is touched inside the liquid or any substance, then by the time itself we should measure the temperature. So after immersing, just I will lift it, sir, and I will read it, means it may be where is the temperature, because mercury fastly it will lose the temperature and fastly it will gain the temperature. Expansion and contraction will be same rate. So that is why while we are reading the thermometer reading, understanding its bulb is still in touch with the substance whose temperature is being measured. Like that, you can see, read the thermometer by keeping the level of mercury along the line of sight. Do you understand? Suppose I will ask you to measure. What is the meaning of line of sight? Do you understand, Mari? What is the meaning of line of sight? Hari, what is the meaning of line of sight?
No, sir.
No. Really don't know, Mari? Line of sight? Suppose you see. I will ask Hari or you or Kaushik to measure the temperature. First 4 rules you followed correctly. Kept vertically, completely immersed inside, not touch the container, and still you are trying to measure by keeping inside the, by complete contacting with the substance. But you should always see, understanding, line of sight means in the sense of, understanding, should not like this you should not see, like this you should not see, always you should see vertically, understanding, horizontally to your face, understanding, means in the sense of like this only we should observe, like this side view, you should not see, because from side view you can see the temperature reading may varies because of parallax error. What we should call that one? Parallax error. Understand?
Parallax error.
Because if the temperature is like this, actually mercury will be rising like this point. Understand? So whatever the point here it is indicating, that is the, understand, temperature. Suppose it is showing 60 degrees Celsius. But if I will see the side view, what I will feel? I will feel this is the temperature of the body. It may be a 58 degrees Celsius and it may be a 58 degrees Celsius. Is it yes or no, Mari? So that is why if you see from the side views, then the original temperature of the substance may not identify, having a chances of getting some error. So that is why always we should see, understanding, horizontally to your line of sight. Means usually we used to see like this way. Is it yes or no, Hari Mari? The same way we should, while we are measuring the temperature of any substance. That is only line of sight. To avoid the parallax error, we always should see in the line of sight. And next thing, do not hold the thermometer by the bulb. Do not hold the thermometer by the bulb. What is the meaning of that? Can you able to say? Do not hold the thermometer by bulb. Why?